Hey. How's everyone doing? I'm doing okay. Doing this thing where I have YouTube chat popped out on one window, but then I realized I can't highlight comments then. So maybe I still will keep this side up. Um, how's everybody doing? There's no Steamy McStreamy, which I'm actually wearing the What the Fish shirt. Um, but yeah, no more Steamy McStreamy on Wednesday nights, and I thought maybe this could be my regular stream time now. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Um, Thursdays are just hit or miss for me, especially in the afternoon. Um, it's kind of it's Kane's doctor's appointment day, so I don't ever want to be put officially on the schedule because a lot of times there's doctor's appointments that day. So just was very irregular, but I feel like this could be very regular. I'm off on Thursday. I shouldn't have anything that comes up um, to block me from this time slot. So yeah. So let's go ahead and say hellos. Vibes, hello, hello. Kenny, ABC Aquatic Biotope Creations, lurking from a hot tub in the mountains under the stars. That sounds amazing. Oh my gosh. Zenny, good to see you again. We were hanging out over the Seahorse Whispers live stream. Gina, oh my god, yeah, my seahorses and now you. Is Wednesday gonna be my salty day now? What are the chances we get Ian to stream later? Or maybe Ian wants to pop up here. We'll see. Um, yes. Enjoying a vacation. Ugh. Try not to drop the phone in the hot tub. Yeah, don't do that. Nano, hello, hello. Crown Tail Half Moon, hello. There's Ian. What's up? Jenna P, hello, hello. Everybody's saying hi's. Eric Wyrock, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can see in the YouTube popped out chat that it's just going nuts. I don't have to see if I can keep up. Everybody's saying hi. Everybody's saying hi. Yes, Steamy McStreamy is moving to Friday. I think they've already got their stream scheduled, so go hit that notification bell to remind you, since it'll be uh, the first on the new time, on the new day. George RB3, hello, hello, Steven! Yay! On Friday nights from now on. Yep. They announced it on What Your Plants, or Steven announced it on What Your Plants. Jenna wakes up at like 5 a.m. on Thursdays for work, and now Steven has to get up early for his new job, so it was just taking a toll on them, and just works out better for them, which is what's important. Um, let's see. Everybody's saying hi. Aquatic Moose, hello, hello. Oh, good. Someone to fill the McLazy hole. Yeah. I don't mind popping up tonight. Okay, cool. Oh, maybe I'm not as behind in chat as I thought. Okay, cool. Everybody saying hi. I am Mick relieved to get a full night's sleep tonight. Yes. Yeah, because I'm Central Time too, and yeah, by the time they finish, it'll be anywhere from like 11:30 to 12. So yeah, I can imagine getting up for Jenna, turning around and getting up at 5 a.m. I mean, 5 a.m. just doesn't exist in my world anyway, unless it's something like super important. But well, I'm still McPissed. It's been 2 weeks since I've had a McStreamy. I know, right? I was thinking the same thing. I was at work listening to What Your Plans, and I was like, you're gonna deprive me of McStreamy for a week and a half, but I understand. I understand. If it's for Jenna, I understand. They are McBabies. You're a McJerk, Matt. Chris Saquazone, hello, hello. No, we're what's important? No, sir. No, sir. No. Matt, we couldn't help the car breakdown last week. This was the first lazy week. Hey, quit McBitchin'. Oh my gosh. Don't make back talk me, pee holes. Getting it up at 5 a.m. Oh my gosh. Gina, you need to make a game. Okay, so that's also what I wanted to talk about. So if this is going to be my regular stream time, what do you guys want from me? Do you guys want? Obviously, we'll have a little bit of chat time. We'll have a little bit of what you doings. Um, but yeah, do we want to do like a game? I don't want to rip off anybody else. I have to come up with something. Hmm. I was thinking like maybe I can use the polls or something, or I don't know. Maybe we could do like a fish family feud. A fish family feud. That would be really fun. Kenny, not at my age. Let me think of an idea here. Oh, I know. You can draw a fish and let us guess what they are. Linda Worth, hello, hello. Oh my gosh. Did she just say she's gonna get on the pole? No! No. I can use the poles, like somehow utilize the pole function. It's about to get lit. Well, considering no one does a game night anymore, yeah. I don't I don't know if I want to I don't know if a lot of people would be able to participate in that kind of game night on a Wednesday night. Yes, please, Gina, utilize the poll. I would hurt myself. I know that we're joking, but like in real life, I could never. I am not flexible enough. I do not have the upper body strength. I don't have the coordination, and I am too accident prone. I would fall on my head. Oh wait, you were talking about pole for F's sake. Yeah. Yeah. Silly Matt. Silly Matt. But yeah, what would you guys so obviously some chatty chat time. I'll try to think of some like party games. Maybe do a little segment of that. I don't want to take too much or I don't want to like I've talked about on mine and Danny's stream about doing a what did Gina buy for the week, so I don't want to like I don't want to do say too much or do anything that'll kind of take away from that show. Um, but yeah, did I actually? No, now I'm thinking about it. Oh yeah, I did buy stuff. It's supposed to be delivered like in the next few days. I got stuff off Amazon. Nothing too exciting though. Mostly for Nathan. Um, but how's everybody's week going? We're halfway through. My week has been going okay. It's been a slow week at work. I was actually planning on sending my coworker home early, but our dry good delivery came super late, and there was a fish tank and a stand on that truck, and I couldn't send him home because I, again, am not don't have a whole lot of upper body strength to pick up a 140-gallon tank easily and safely. So I couldn't send him home early, which kind of sucks for payroll, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Fabulous. Yeah, it sounds like it, Kenny. You're having a fantabulous week. We are staying in a cabin for the week up in the those mountains. Whatever that is. Um Adriandak? A yeah, those. That sounds amazing. I would love a vacate to stay in a cabin in the mountain. That is one vacation that Nathan and I have talked about that we would love to do is staying in a cabin in the mountains. Um, a cruise. We would love to take a cruise. Me more than Nathan. Um, any sort of camping would be great. But yeah. Yeah. Adirondack, I think is how you pronounce it. Oh. Or Adirondack. Oh, okay. Adirondack. Correct. Okay, cool. I'm so silly. Adirondack. Cute. Aquatic moose again popping up. Brandon, hello, hello. How are you? We're just talking and chatting. Yeah. All right. I guess I can go ahead and open it up because I've already run out of things to talk about. Let's go ahead and open this up. Oh my goodness. There we go. Pin message. Whoever wants to come up can come up. Keep it chill. You know how we do. Spilled your wine? Oh no. Oh no. Um, it's better than your phone in the hot tub. Gina, what about a woman of Fish Fam Disney cruise? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, that would be so much fun. Steven, get up there. I need to see you. Oh, Matt misses you. Only if he wants to. No pressure. I would suppose you would do too, Jenna. That's not nice. Oh my god, I would love a Disney cruise. Wait, am I invited to the Women of Fish Fam cruise? No. Steven is installing new monitors right now. Steven is busy. No, Matt, you're not invited. I would love. I wish that there was like not necessarily like an adult for adult content type of Disney cruise, but I wish that there was like a no children Disney cruise. You know what I mean? Like an adult Disney cruise, but not like adult content. Okay, I had to go deal with children, so I put you on 2x speed to catch up on the first part I missed. You're even more spunky and chipper when sped up. Suppose you could plan and book your own Disney cruise, Matt. Yeah, that's true. Oh my god, I couldn't even imagine. So the other night, Saturday night, I think. Yeah. Um Whenever I was streaming with Danny, or maybe I don't remember what I was doing. I don't think I was live, but I Nathan didn't realize that I had streamed opening Pokemon cards. And so I was in here. I think I was just working on work stuff. Um and I could hear like a voice coming from the living room, and I thought it was my voice. I thought it was me. That he was watching that stream for the replay. And I come out and I'm like, "Were you watching me open the Pokemon cards?" And he goes, "No." Apparently, I from a distance, or at least from across the house, I sound a lot like Gab Smolders, who is Jacksepticeye's girlfriend. We just, I don't know, we just have a kind of the same influx, um, or same tone and speech pattern, kind of, or very similar. LOL Disney After Hours. There is an adult-only section of the pool deck of Disney cruises. Yeah, where like the alcohol and stuff is. But the fun is to play it at half speed and make everyone sound drunk. James B, hello, hello. Thank you for teaching me about Pokemon. Oh, you're welcome. There'll be more. I have a booster box coming. It hasn't even shipped yet, so I don't know what's up with that. Fine, F you bitches. Zen want to go on a cruise? Are you paying? And at night, most nightlife is adult only. Yeah. AFK for more wine. Jenna, that might be entertaining with a few I can think of. Nice. Oh! My bad, Ian. There you are. Sorry, I've got it on like half screen, so it was kind of tucked behind my buttons. I don't know how long
Oh,
you were there.
that's all right. How's you guys been doing? I know it's been a while since I've been on a panel or anything.
Oh, you're good. Just been working, working. How's
Same.
it going with you?
Working, working a lot of time.
Yeah. Zenny's excited. Oh my god, it really is all my salty peeps. I haven't caught the replay of your last live stream, but I saw the one before that, and your tank's looking so good.
Thank you. I've
You're
actually
welcome.
put some acropora in there now.
Ooh, turning into a stickhead?
Not really. It's just some Slimer and an ORA Verde.
Oh, that's nice. I keep trying to get my boss to try to at least order once from ORA because I really want the ORA Stellar Stylo. It is so pretty.
Yep.
It is so pretty. But yeah, to get some clownfishes from there, some they have Kamahara. Oh my gosh, Komahara blennies that I haven't seen on any of my other order forms, and a couple other things.
They even did captive bred flamebacks.
Yes, they're a lot more
That
expensive
was
though. I
Which
did see
still
that.
worth it. I mean, if it's healthy, eating pellets and frozen food from the get-go, I'd pay that
Yeah.
instead of like getting one from the wild that like might not make it, and then you gotta buy like another one, and like
Mhm.
gotta think how many wild ones are gonna die before a captive raised one is just gonna just like that in a
That is
tank.
true. That is true. Oh, Brandon needs help. There are some hydroids on my Zoas. What would you recommend? Peppermints? Usually you can hydroids don't attach themselves like Aptasia do. They actually have a more loose foot, so usually a quick freshwater dip will get them off.
Yep, you can actually get them with like a small pipette too, and
Yeah.
just remove them. But also like since I used to have hydroids really bad, and then I added a ras and a peppermint, and the numbers have gone down.
Yes. So yeah, peppermint shrimp will go after them too. But I would first say try doing like a freshwater dip, or like Ian said, take a pipette or a turkey baster and try to suck them out. Because yeah, they really don't attach very uh hard, very strong like Aptasia does.
Yep, they're very similar to the freshwater hydro.
Yes, I say that like I know. I've never actually dealt with freshwater hydra before.
Oh man, those things are little bastards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, especially if you're trying to breed shrimp and little fish, they just
Oh
sting
yeah.
shrimp, and they're also ugly. And when you feed like a bunch of frozen baby brine or even live baby brine, they just filter feed off that all day long.
Mm,
So they just populate and they get all over the glass and the plants, and it's just
gross.
unsightly. Yeah. I mean, they're cool to watch. Like they're like a mini jellyfish, right?
Right.
It, and if you get like a cool macro photo of them, they're really kind of like cool, like a freshwater anemone almost.
Patty says hello. She says, "What up, Ian kid?"
What up, Patty?
What's up, Patty? Kenny meant to say he has a half salty tank now, so brackish tank?
Ooh,
Nice.
brackish.
Brackish.
I know there's some cool natives that will go in brackish.
Got it. I use fenbendazole for my shrimp tanks. That's dangerous to coral, right? I don't know what
I
that is.
haven't.
Hold
It's
on.
like a dewormer. I've heard of some people using it as a dip, but I would research the heck out of it and ask someone.
Oh, yeah, canine dewormer. I have heard of that too. Yes, you have to be careful with it.
Yeah, like really know your dosage, really know like
Hmm.
the volume of your tank.
You know what we use for a invert dip on corals? We use freshwater Melifix.
Yep.
It stinks. Oh my gosh. It smells like eucalyptus, but it works. It works really well. I have
So
mummichogs in my brackish tank, says Kenny.
those are cool.
Those are cool. I'm gonna hate the day Ian starts answering back, I'm good, you old broad. I think that's her way of giving you permission, Ian. I think that's what that means.
I would never be that disrespectful. I couldn't.
That's true. Now, Scuba Steve, on the other hand.
Scuba Steve, yeah, he's just ruthless.
Yep. What am I using Melifix for? We use at work. We use freshwater Melifix for a coral dip to get hitchhiking inverts and stuff off of them, especially when we're doing a transcontinental shipment. Um, they love to send us pipe organ, and oh my gosh, it's like a little mini labyrinth. There are so many crabs and stuff that hide in a colony of pipe organ. It is insane. So
You
we
know,
try our best to get the bigger crabs out, and then we dip it.
that's cool. I don't see a
Yeah.
lot of content of like dipping wild colonies that come in. I would
Hmm.
like to see like what different critters come in from wild colonies because I know it can be pretty crazy.
Yeah. Silver Creek, hello, hello. Can't stay, but wanted to say howdy, 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 folks. What's up? Oh, and Kenny's thinking about adding some inverts. That'd be cool. I want crabs so bad. Well, Patty, there are some sketchy ways that you can do that.
Oh Lord.
Question: could the purple candelabra photosynthetic gorgonians uh, live on some kind of a perch or a frag stand indefinitely if I were to go full bare bottom in my future seahorse tank? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can get so I think it's the rock that's in Petco's tanks, but they're by Carib Sea and they're called a donut. We sell them at my work too, but that would be perfect. It's essentially it's like I said, it's about this big around. It has a hole in the middle all the way through. But yeah, you could start with like a frag disc and put it in there, and eventually it'll kind of you know like a nice sturdy anchor for it. But yeah, I don't see why not.
You can
Just
also
make
just
sure it's. Go ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say make sure it's just heavy enough for in the future when it does grow out and it starts catching the current that it won't topple over. So that's why I kind of recommend one of those donuts.
Yep. I found a hole that I was able to stick my Gorgonian in, and now it's like found the perfect spot where it's wedged in and it ain't going nowhere. So
Yep.
hopefully grasp onto there and start to branch out.
Yes. Kenny said I had a baby octopus hitch in a wild zoa colony from Indonesia. Yeah, so we had a sponge one time come in, and it was just full of those micro brittle stars. And they're actually still in our little 5-gallon nano tank up on our counter. We put them in there. That and mantis shrimp were my favorite hitchhikers. So a lot of times in those pipe organs, we'll get acro crabs. So little crabs that actually host acroporas. We've seen those in there. Trapeze crabs. A lot of little baby gorilla crabs, which we end up feeding to the triggers because those are not reef safe.
Hmm. I really wanted to get. That's kind of why I really wanted acros, so I could have a little acro crab live there.
Yeah. If I
But I
find
don't.
one before the clash, I'll. Oh no, you're not going to the clash.
Not this year.
Dang.
I'm trying to find one locally.
Kenny, mantis are so dangerous in regular tanks, though. No. It depends. Um, I would consider them an ouchie no touchy, like no touchy type of uh marine life. But as long as you're being careful about dropping the crabs in and trying not to do it so close to the edge of the tank, you should be fine. Like drop them towards the middle where their burrow is, so they don't accidentally punch the glass. Um, I actually had a customer that had a peacock mantis, and anytime their hand was in the tank, it wasn't aggressive. It wouldn't try to run up and punch them, but it would literally crawl up their arm. And he said it was the most terrifying thing anytime he had to scrub the tank. It wasn't,
Man.
like I said, it wasn't mean. It didn't actually punch him, but it was just the fact that this thing that could like break my fingers or break my hand is now, standing on my hand.
Oh, he's just curious.
Yeah. No
Sized
touchy
it
is
up,
what my mom warned me about regarding strangers. Go ahead.
realized he sized it up and realized he couldn't take it on.
Right? I got micro brittle stars with my nirvanas. Nice.
Hmm.
I
I'm
always
giving
thought they were glass breaking killer critters. Go ahead.
I'm giving away a bunch of uh frags locally right now
Ooh,
to a bunch of
nice.
our one guy's picked up 2 and I've got 3 more people coming this weekend to pick up more. But just to get them out.
Nice. What are they? Your Zoas?
Yeah, the Mohawks.
Nice. So you have to be careful what you put with your mantis. I've seen domino damsels kept with them. Because they'll kind of eat the scraps from whenever the mantis punches the crabs and little bits go flying. They'll kind of feed off of that. Um, but it's a risk. It's just risky. Not impossible, just risky. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't antagonize them and you'll be fine. Yep. Yeah, they will kill anything they can, but not as dangerous as the actual tank as most people make them seem. Yep. Aqua Garden Zen also has some mohawks. They're doing great.
Yep, I gave him some when he was here for the local reef swap.
Nice. I don't think I've actually seen those.
And I also gave him some cabbage leather. Which I was looking up online, just the brown green polyp cabbage leather.
Mm-hmm.
It's going for like $60 a frag. And I'm like, Jesus.
I can't. We've had freaking green and purple cabbage at my work, and it's been sitting for more than the year that I've been there. It's like nobody wants it.
It's
It's
a
just
cool,
laying.
cool.
It is a cool coral.
People need. It's because they're all hyped up about torches and tenuous and sticks.
Yeah.
No one pays attention to
Zoas.
leathers. Oh, weeping willows.
Oh my
Weeping.
god, weeping willows.
They're not actual weeping willows. That's what pisses me off.
Yep.
And they're paying top dollar, and I'm just like, I just do the whole mouth shrug. Okay.
Not that I'm keeping one with seahorses, but the chance that I will only end up with one salty tank seems minimal, right? Could those break a thick acrylic tank? It depends on how thick. It would have to be really thick, but it would probably at least crack it. All this Zoa talk almost makes me want to reef tank again. Yep. Do it. You're halfway there.
And Zoas are so easy. You don't even have to dose or nothing. You don't need any of that fancy light for a Zoa tank.
Yep.
You don't even need a skimmer.
Inappropriate Reefer has a weeping willow. Nice.
Yes.
I like him.
Was blessed because Remy's was blessed by Jake.
Yes.
But other than that, any other weeping willow is not a weeping willow.
Yep. We actually had a bunch of weeping willow traded in to us, And we didn't know because it was closed up, and it opened up, and no, it's just a long polyp toadstool.
Yeah. Just a long polyp. If it doesn't
Yeah.
shade down,
Yep.
that's the key. It's gotta come down.
Mm-hmm. Nope, it's just a long polyp toadstool. And not even the longest long polyp toadstool I've ever seen. Like, it's just basic.
But long polyp toadstools are cool, and that's what I
Yeah,
kind of people are getting into leathers again, So that's cool.
tell you one thing, I like the name Inappropriate Reefer. I'm sure y'all are surprised at that.
No, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, I've been watching him since I started thinking about getting in the hobby. Zoas were my big sellers. I had so many high-end Zoas. Yeah, me too at work. And I keep trying to tell the boss that. And he's like, no, Zoas are out now. I was like, no, people are still into Zoas.
Yep.
Now, Pallies
Especially
people are afraid of, but Zoas, yeah.
yes, Pallies just need to go. Keep Pallies. They're getting people sick. They're ugly.
They get, oh my gosh, we now have two Grandi Paleanthoas at work. We have a
Oof.
green one, like the cinnamon Grandies, and now we have these red Grandies. Oh my god, they're so cool, but no thank you. Adonis, hallucinogens, crack gods, ass cracks, OG
Bowser.
Bowsers, yeah.
Bowsers are those really cool ones. And they're all really cool, but a lot of them look so similar. Like if you look at the Little Shop of Horrors, they're pretty
Mm-hmm.
much a reverse Rasta.
Yeah. My devil's hands are doing. That's another underrated Zoa or another underrated leather is the devil's hand.
Yep.
I just started my Zoa decks. My starter was Blue Hornets, water type. MB Reef, hello, hello.
What up,
What's
MB?
up? Can't wait to get the legendary Grandmaster Krakatoa.
And they're actually becoming affordable. I've seen some
Yes.
for $5 a polyp.
I had a 45 polyp colony of cinnamon grandias. Oh my gosh. The one at work I think has six polyps on it. So not quite a colony, but it's a good chunk. It's an expensive rock. We've tried cutting that rock. I don't know what that rock is made out of. It's like it's on a granite slab because it is impossible to cut.
Need a tile saw.
Well, we have the bandsaw. We have the actual official like coral cutting bandsaw. It won't go through it.
Yeah, I'm talking about a tile saw, a circular tile saw.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
everything.
probably.
I think that's what they used to use before they had bandsaws.
Probably. Gina, let's see your reef tank. No, because it's neglected and looks really bad.
I was about to ask, how is your tank doing?
It's just full of algae. My green slimer almost died, so the main stick of it is dead, but on the encrusting part there's still two little circles that are still alive. Same thing with my Miyagi tort. Um Most of it died, but there's a little part in the middle that's still alive, so I need to break that apart and put that little living part on a disc. Everything else is fine. All the softies are fine. There's just bubble algae everywhere. Maybe
Yeah.
the bandsaw needs a new blade. We just put a new blade on it. Just get a tang. There is a tang in there. There's a blue hippo tang in there. And I had so I had the perfect emerald crab that would keep the bubble algae under control. I would see a couple little blips here and there, but it died, and then the bubble algae started to spread. So then I got two new little emerald crabs, and they were slackers, and they didn't need any of it, and now it's everywhere.
Ah,
Yep.
manual removal.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. Taking
That's
each
what
rock
I'm.
out. Yeah.
Gets up in the overflows and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it was on my probe for my ink bird. It was growing on that. I was like, man, even up there? How'd you even get up there? And B, I asked Matt to add you to the Fish Fam Link site after I saw your channel when you were on Funks the other night.
Yeah,
I now have.
MB.
Oh, go
He's
ahead.
been around a while. He's I don't know if any of you guys used to watch Calypso reefing, but yeah, that there's like a whole other side of small reefers that would
Mm-hmm.
stream, and they're gone or they're doing something else right now. But yeah, MB was in those chats all the time.
Oh. I now have the utter chaos and my Fruit Loops are spreading. Ooh, we have so much utter chaos at work. Like in St. Louis, the market for utter chaos is so flooded that like we can't sell it anymore. Everybody's already got it. Hard to get good help nowadays. Yeah, right. Freaking emerald crabs.
The best algae eater is your two hands.
Right. Tank that
That's
has
what
problems. Sounds like you have an opportunity to film a maintenance how-to video. Oh, I plan on it. Calypso is coming soon. I can't wait for that. Ooh,
Oh,
I
I
have to look
can't
out for
wait.
that.
Yeah.
I'll have to look out for that.
Yeah, he was building a cool system. And it started out with like one tank, two, and then he just kept adding on. It was getting really cool.
Nice. Oh, like all one system?
He
They're all
had multiple
connected?
he started to get multiple systems. I think he had two main systems and then like a couple, one or two tanks off the system.
Oh. Are you going to Anaheim Rap?
Mm,
Probably not. I don't know who he's talking to, but it's not me. I'm not going to whatever that is.
that's I forget what state, but Reefapalooza. I won't be able to make it to Reefapalooza. And then
What is
Reef
your.
Stock in
Oh, go.
Chattanooga,
Yeah.
September 2nd and 3rd, I believe.
Oh, I did see that on Facebook. I saw an ad for that. It caught my eye because it said Chattanooga.
Yep, I thought of Chattanooga Ed immediately.
Yep. What is your absolute favorite coral of all time? I have an answer. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. You answer.
I kind of have to think about that because there's so many cool coral. Mm,
All right, let me get back to StreamYard. Present. Share screen. That one. This is the Glitter Bomb Goniopora.
Glitter Bomb Ghani.
Yep, from Tidal Gardens. Oh, I saw this on one of their lives, and it was the last listing. So you know it's the one of the most expensive ones. But ever since I saw this has just been like my holy grail coral. I would probably never be able to keep it alive because Ganis are very, very sensitive and very, very temperamental. But yeah, a frag of it.
For a little,
500. Yeah, $545. Actually, I think when I saw it on the live, I think it was up to like 650. But yeah. So that's daylight, and that's a 10x. So blue light, white light. But it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty.
still trying to think what is like my favorite coral.
I just got a new tank Monday for free. 155-gallon bow front. Oh, I didn't realize they made bow fronts that big.
Dang.
Oh
Me
wait, the
either.
corner tank we just sold at work as a bow front. I'm stupid. Reefapalooza in Cali. Rap is in New York. Well, one is. I've been to the New York Rap. Rap is going to be in Dallas in October. I really want to go to one and see if they have any new, any cool new setups. Gina, I'll be willing to watch your how-to maintenance that type of tank, even though I don't keep salt water. Aw, haven't gone before. Is it all hype or legit? I don't know.
I think
How's
Reefapalooza is a good one to go to.
yeah? How's that color changing coral doing for you, Ian? What color changing coral?
The blushing coral.
Blushing coral.
Yeah, it's really different. But when the mother colony gets really big, the polyps, whenever they get touched or disturbed, they just like go in and the whole color or the whole coral changes color to like a pale gray color.
Oh, is it a leather coral?
Yeah, it's a leather coral.
Oh, okay. I think I found it. Yeah, so the polyps are like a pink, and then the actual flesh is like yeah, like a really pastel pink, really light pastel.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
And
the cauliflower coral.
but the cool thing I noticed about the big mother colony, and the mother colony was like a foot in diameter. Like it was just huge. When it got disturbed and it would open back up, the polyps would like pulse in a wave, which I thought was just
Oh,
hypnotizing.
yeah. Interesting.
So I would say that is my favorite coral.
That is pretty dope.
I got a frag of it, and I'm hoping to grow it out.
I have fallen in love with Ghani. I know, I just wish that they weren't so freaking sensitive. Nice price, right? I have one, it's thriving so far. Nice. That's the thing. I've always hear people are able to keep them for like 4 to 6 months, and then all of a sudden they just die. They just tank.
Well, I think it comes down to the source. Like, are these wild Ghanies, or are the people that are having success the Ghanies that have been around for 15, 20 years?
Right.
You know, like the ORA Reds, the Hurlock Ghani, like a lot of these classic just red green Ghanies are been around a long time in aquaculture. So I'm pretty sure they're a lot hardier than these bright colored nuclear fascination glitter bomb ones
Right.
coming out of the wild aren't.
MB wants to know, how is your reef tank?
It's doing good, doing good. I can bring you guys down there to it. If you want to see.
Yeah. Rap is an awesome show to go to. The Frag Farmers Market is a great one as well, held in Connecticut in high school. All the classrooms are filled with coral vendors. Oh, that'd be so cool. Using like a school in the summertime whenever it's not being like when school isn't in session and using it for events like that. That would be cool. Mesmerizing indeed. I get stuck watching the green screen video of live corals playing in the background when Tidal Garden streams and usually lose all track of what they're talking about, right? I'll watch that on mute at work and just watch as the corals go by. Showtime. Yep. Showtime. But yeah, I need to clean up my bubble algae. I need to actually clean out my sump. There's all kinds of detritus built up under there. Clean my protein skimmer. Um, Probably need to take out my return pump and clean, soak that in some citric acid. Look at how pretties! Hold on, I gotta make you big. There you go. Oh my gosh, look at them. Look at those little hateful little nuggets.
They are so hateful,
They
especially
are
this lady.
so hateful. I could
They're
tell
getting
just.
their own tank soon. Yeah,
Ooh.
they're getting their own tank soon, so I can do some work in here without getting bullied.
Right?
It scares me. I don't know why. I jump every time.
Every time. Oh my gosh, I know. It happens to me with the freaking maroons at work too. I'll just be in the zone, just scrubbing algae, and I get to that tank and it scares the crap out of me. Every
And they
time.
don't just like bite and let go. They like bite and
Mm-mm.
shake their head.
Yeah, like a dog, how a dog does. Yeah.
Yep.
ABC
So
says, not gonna lie, I do miss my 265 reef. Then make another one. Duh.
I got some SPS frags that I made because I got the ORA shipped in when I got
Hmm.
the invert shipped in, and some pieces broke in the bag, so I just made some little frags, and they're doing good.
Are you doing a Nim tank? Asks Aqua Garden Zen.
No, they're just gonna have some leathers and softies. I don't want to deal with the enemies again.
Y'all hear yourselves? My freshwater tanks don't bite. Cichlids do,
These guys would definitely beg to differ.
right? Oh my gosh, Queen. Yeah, Queen. The other day, I was just walking by, and whenever I do, I kind of just like
Yeah.
put my hand against the tank. She straight like clacked the side of the tank. She went to bite me, and just thump. You could hear her teeth against glass. I'm like,
Well,
Jesus,
they proved me wrong today.
right? I used to flick my clowns when they would try to attack me. Yeah. How many gallons is that?
So this is 45 total. It's got a sump underneath. My dirty protein skimmer.
Well, that means it's working. Steven says, yeah, they look so vicious, Eakins. Stickers!
Yup, stickers. I'm thinking about taking this door off because I want to have more open access down here.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got that hooked up.
Nice. Your Hydros controller. Are you liking it?
Yes.
Nice.
And I got this refurbished Amazon Fire
Nice.
for like $50 on Amazon.
Yep.
So that's gonna be my like control. Does everything.
So Zen
And I'm gonna get
says,
oh, the cool thing is with that brain, I can add whatever Wi-Fi strips I want, and I can program all my freshwater tanks from it,
oh
up
my
to 8.
god,
I don't think
that's
people
awesome.
realize that. Can you do
Mm-mm.
that with the Neptune?
Nope.
No,
No.
no, no. $2.99. How much is a
Yeah.
Neptune?
Too much.
Too much. Go with Hydros, people. Go with
Yeah.
Hydros.
Zen
And you
says, I
don't have to
need.
learn line code.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It,
That's what's
it
stopping me from learning it is because of all that stupid coding.
it's so easy to set up. Like if I want to change anything, it's just I tap on it, return pump. Oh, come on. This is it. See, all you have is just widgets.
Yep.
So if you want a level sensor,
to control your return pump, if your auto top off goes too high, it'll shut that off. And everything just depends on the return pump. Super easy.
So Zen says, I mean, even my goldfish bite, or nibble rather, it doesn't actually hurt, but they try. So the thing with clownfish is that it's not just them biting, they body slam.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part too. So it's not just the act of them biting, it's the full force of them like impacting you and then biting you and then shaking. Yeah. They're hateful little nuggets.
They're all
Pretty
like,
sure
okay,
my
where's the food?
right?
All right,
Pretty sure
guys,
my
all right.
pickerel would bite if I had the balls to stick my hand in there. What light are you using?
The AI blade and an AI prime.
Oh, is that that's the coral grow, right? No, glow. Glow, because it's blue.
No, this is the grow. I just have the
Oh,
whites
okay.
turned down
Gotcha.
because it's getting late. I only have the photo period for 12 hours.
Yep. We have those on our little 20 nano up at the register now. We really like them. But holy cow, so we had to take the glass, where we didn't have to, but we took the glass top off that tank. The evaporation, that tank is a thirsty ass bitch now. I have to top off that tank every day.
Yep. Just put a float valve on it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, right. I want a Felix controller. No, it's the JBJ 20 gallon all in one. So it's only got like a couple inches in the back for filtration. Look at the little Mando! Oh my gosh, he's so cute! Oh, so graceful.
All he eats is pellets and frozen food.
Nice. I just
And
I
whatever.
think Biota just posted a Facebook a video on their Facebook of all their little baby Mandos eating pellets. I was gonna build a computer, but instead I built a reef. LOL. Those LEDs are so extra on the controller. Oh, on the Hydros controller?
Oh yeah, I put the party mode on purpose. I just keep it on party mode.
Yeah.
You can turn the LEDs off and you can control them to whatever color you want.
Zen says, yeah, I might accidentally launch one across the room if they hold on, so maybe no clownfish. Yeah, don't put clownfish with your seahorses.
Yeah, not with seahorses.
Fishion, hello, hello.
I hate how the
AI,
color changed
yeah.
on this.
AI Prime, they're really good. Yes, that is the top. That's the light that I recommend for nano tanks, especially if they want to do coral.
Although these AI blades, even the 20-inch AI blade is cheaper than one AI Prime.
It is, but it doesn't have the whole light spectrum.
But do you need the whole light spectrum? It
That
gives you
is
the royal
true
blues
too.
and it gives you the blues. It still gets you into that range.
Yep.
The glow, I mean, the grow will still grow corals,
Mhm.
but yeah. So since this only has the royal blues and the whites, I turned those channels on the prime down, but I have the violet and the UV and green channel a little bit higher.
Yeah. Dragonets are one I might try to accommodate. So many copepods, though, if they don't do pellets. And oof, we'll see. And oh no, definitely no clownfish with seahorses. Yeah.
I am confident you start with a biota mandarin, you will be successful.
Mhm. Kenny says, just get a 120 or a 165 watt shitbox lights. They work great. Yeah. What are those,
They
ocean
do,
revives?
they do work. They do also work. The night crews work. I have a night crew running my tank upstairs.
You know, possum rats. We have a few of those on order. They're one of my favorites at work. They're so freaking cute.
Yeah, he's my little hunter.
Yes. He gets all the flatworms.
Yep. And the peppermint eats bristleworms.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know they did that, but
Yeah, they'll eat smaller ones if
yeah,
they
they
get
eat
too
the
big.
small ones.
Yeah. Oh, I see your little urchin.
Yep, that's my ORA urchin doing
Black
his
box
work.
China light, they work really good too. Yeah.
And this is the blushing coral,
Oh, okay,
kind of on the
cool.
sandboard. Just a little
Yeah.
frag. This is my bubble that I'm trying to save.
Oh, yeah.
I got this guy on a discount, but yeah, he'll do good.
Melvin.
He's got
Sorry.
flesh and he's eaten, so I'm
Oh,
hopeful.
good. Good, good. Bunny! Bunny's here!
Baby, what up, baby?
Yeah, bubbles are like that. We'll have them at my work for months and months, and then all of a sudden, yeah, they start to recede or something, and it's like, oh, it's such a struggle to get them back. Your Euphelia's looking awesome.
Yeah, the purple tipped hammer is starting to split.
Oh, nice. I am a fan of frog spawn, I have to say.
Yeah, they texture well with the
Mm-hmm.
hammers. And then that little red one is branching Cyphastria.
Yeah, we have one in my work too. It's in the big tank. I'm trying to grow it out and possibly make frags of it. But yeah, it's so cool.
And my alien eye chalice is growing. It's actually grown over the plug now, which I'm super happy with.
Nice.
And then this litho, that green one, that's kind of like, it's really hard to see,
Yeah.
but it was completely bleached when I got it. It was a stowaway frag on the big leather that I got. And it was
Oh.
completely bleached, no color. So I've just been peppering it, and it's growing, encrusting.
Nice. Good shit. Good shit. Bam Bams.
Bam Bams and Twizzlers, and that's about all I know.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. I'll have to bring you next year. I'll have to bring you frags whenever I go to Fishtoberfest.
Yo,
I need to start compiling that list of what I'm going to bring everybody to the Clash.
right? We're getting a lot of salty peeps now.
Yeah, I know. So if there's anybody in chat who's going to the Clash and who has a salty tank, if you want to request corals or at least just give me a price range and what type of coral you're looking for, um, email me. Should be on my fish fam link page is my email. What's the black and white fish that's freaking out? He's cool. Those are clownfish.
Yep, she's just like, let me at him.
Bring me a hug. Aw. Okay, I'll bring you a hug. Oh, MB Reef says, Ian, where are you from?
I'm in Oregon, Portland, Oregon.
Funny. Euphilia? Yeah, Euphilia.
Euphilia. Well,
It's spelled really funny
technically,
too.
these aren't even Euphilia anymore.
Oh, did they reclassify them again?
They're Frimbiophilia, something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Torches are true Euphilia, and that's kind of why you see torches attack hammers and frog spawn, right? Because they're different genus.
Oh.
That makes a whole lot of sense.
That does make a whole lot of sense. Lame. Vinoski!
Lame.
Hello, hello. We just got this new what is it? A Cinerina / Acanthophilia cross. So they're calling them endophilias.
Mm, I've
So
seen those. Those are cool.
yeah, we have 2 at work right now. They are really
Those are
cool.
high-dollar corals.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is my mini Acan echinata. Starting to
Ooh,
puddle out, but just a little bit. But it's got like so many colors: orange, purple, teal, green.
nice.
Australian Lobo.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Lobo.
The Banky isn't puffed up like he usually is for some reason, but that's okay.
Yeah. Well, I think the Mando was just over there. Maybe he perched on it and he's a little upsetty spaghetti.
Yup. And this is Limelight Jason Fox Hydno.
I don't think I
That
know
I
that
got it.
one.
It's Hydnophora. It's a plating type coral and
Oh,
super aggressive. I gotta move my little baby mushroom because it will eat it. It will just send out all its little filaments and eat it. You know what I'm talking about? The mesothelial filaments that corals have, and
yeah.
they'll use to attack other corals.
Mm-hmm.
That's like their main way of attacking. But I've seen videos, like time-lapse videos of hydnophoras just destroying favias. And favias are very aggressive. So that's how aggressive
Yes.
hydnophora is.
Oh yeah, the Jason Fox Limelight Hydnophora.
The color doesn't look right on stream. I don't know why. StreamYard and blue light never mixes well.
No, never ever.
Even with the filter, like this is without the filter, this is with the filter. So it's a little better, but
Yeah. I'm in way over my head. I never understand salt, but I sure do love it. Aw. That's okay. I seem like I know, but I don't. Things are always changing.
and this
Look
is
at
my
the window
powder blue.
pane. Oh my goodness.
I can't have a real one, so I have my sculpture, and he
Yes.
protects. Make sure no one
Protect.
jumps out.
Protect. Yes, he's like the fake owls that you put up to
Yep.
deter things.
One day I'll get a powder blue. Ooh, I should show you the new tank I got.
Hell yeah. Add 'em last in your tank, 'cause powder blues are assholes.
Yep.
Every time we get powder blues in, we try to put it in like one of the most crowded tanks because we won't be able to add anything into that tank until that powder blue sells because it will attack any newcomer. So, do some corals like get up and move, or is that anemones? And if so, which kinds do that if you wanted to avoid that? Um, so yeah, anemones have a foot that move. Mushroom corals are also. Oh, I guess I could take you off. Well, you're probably already almost there. Um, Mushrooms are related to anemones, so they technically move. Um, or they can detach themselves. So it's not really moving. It's more of like if they're unhappy, they detach themselves and then let the current take them somewhere else. Walking dendro, but they have a worm. Yes, I was going to bring that up. So there are inverts that will host corals, and then like decorator crabs. There are hermit crabs that attach sponges and stuff to their backs or to their
Yep.
shells. Yep.
So this was an old reefer tank,
Oh,
65 gallons. It's acrylic,
very nice.
drilled with an overflow, and it's got this really nice sump. And a lot of you guys might think, Ian, you're going salty. No, this is going to be my new cichlid tank. This is going to be a biotype black water, fully done. I'm going to put a fucking roller mat on it.
Oh,
with some
nice.
biomedia. Like I'm gonna go full out nice freshwater.
Nice.
But I'm hoping a roller mat won't pull out the tannins because I really want it to be black water for my festivums.
I don't know. Cause how many microns are those rollers usually? Platinum. Cause is
Yeah.
that a trigger sump? What kind of sump is that?
I don't know what kind of sump it is, but it's like a custom acrylic, I think.
Oh, gotcha.
There's no real brand on it, but perfect spot for a roller mat.
Right?
And then just have my return pump. Boom. All that space, I could do like a freshwater refugium or just more biomedia.
So it doesn't say on the sump listing what micron the fleece roll is. So let's go to the fleece roll. Um, it doesn't say. Well, that's dumb.
If fleece rolls pull out tannins.
I'm trying to see how many micron it is, because that'll be.
I think most of them are running like 20 to 30.
Yeah, that's what I just found this one. Yeah, 20 filtration pore size. Yeah. So that should be fine.
Yeah. They're expensive though, but also
Yes.
looking at the price of a canister filter, like a Fluval FX6, it's cheaper than a Fluval FX6.
Yep.
And that's what most people would probably run a 75, 65 gallon tank with.
Ian thinks I'm crazy, but I have an entire rock covered in Nims. That's funny.
Well, he has an isolated tank for him, so that's okay. But don't let
Right?
him get in a big tank. They'll take over. But they are cool. They're like little bright green anemones.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We have a few at work. We have a Zoa rock with them. We just haven't really done anything with it because they're not spreading, and it's just a nice example of what they look like for customers. Tomorrow I'm getting a powder blue in the shipment. Oh, nice. Nathan Hovey, hello, hello. Sorry to be running behind. Was helping my daughter with her oil change. Nice. Any tips for knowing when a tank is ready for anemones, or does everyone go by the 1 year rule? Oh, I guess I could take you off solo mode. There we go. Just whenever your tank is stable, like when you're at least close to ready or close to done adding fish, so you're not having parameter swings. Um, and yeah,
They
just
love nitrates.
yes. So yeah, having nitrates built up. Um, and yeah, just whenever your alk and calc is stabilized and pH is stabilized.
Well, I also went about it a little different because I took 2 tanks and put it into that one tank when I started. And day like 1, I put the live rock in, the fish, and the anemone, and it split within like a couple weeks, and then I had 2 anemones, and it was good for a few months, and then I got rid of the anemones because I didn't want an anemone tank.
You're like, screw you.
Screw you guys, sticking to my arms. I'm like, this is fun. Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. Especially in that, because that was the little tank, right?
Yeah, little tanks. They need a big
Yeah.
tank.
Yeah. Is there a wait time on corals like gorgonians, for example? How long would you suggest cycling a tank before adding them? She's talking about photosynthetic ones. Again, just make sure your tank is stable. So it's not really a wait time. It's more of making, testing your water regularly and making sure your phosphates aren't spiking. Um, but yeah, the photosynthetic ones aren't quite as sensitive as the non-photosynthetic ones.
Yeah. I've got a photosynthetic corky Gorgonian.
Calling you for the night. Good night, MB Reef. Oh my gosh, it's already 11:15. My goodness.
Yeah, I have to go to work at 10 here, and it's almost 9, so I got a little bit of time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably end it at 11 just because I don't want to stay up too late. And I still have a video game that I started that I want to go play. So I would stream it, but I don't have a capture card for my Switch yet.
Mm.
You need this other device to plug in between the Switch and your computer in order for it to project onto OBS or something for you to be able to stream. I guess I could technically move my tripod back and point it at my screen and do it that way. I've seen people do that, but it's just that's not the best quality. What game?
It's not.
Story of Seasons. The new Story of Seasons. So it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's like a farming game. But I like it. So would you actually add critters first then also? I thought of adding the corals first since they will potentially be hitches since there will be potentially hitches, but not great if they die off when I start feeding folks. I don't recommend starting with coral if it's your first tank, because you might not know the signs of an unhappy coral and be able to react. Some people, like Ian, started his tank, did a fish end cycle.
I started both my tanks with
Mhm.
corals instantly
Oh, well, okay.
because I I went about it the Jake Adams way, and I know I talk about him a lot, but he's really smart, and his tanks always look good. So
Yep.
I just tried to follow him. And I've had no problems sticking live rock in there, actual live rock from somebody's tank with no photosynthetics, like a dark sump. And I know that might be hard to find, but if you can get actual bacteria from somebody's tank that looks good, you're going to get their goodness, and you might even get some of their bad, but you're always going to have that bad in a reef tank.
Right.
There's always going to be aptasia, there's always going to be bad bubble algae, there's always going to be little flatworms, and we manage those. It's very difficult to try to just keep a sterile reef tank. It's much better to just have an abundance of biodiversity, and those corals are going to bring that in. And if you start slowly with fish, that's what the best way you can do. But
Mhm.
you need to have that waste in there to feed those corals if you're going to start with corals. But
Right.
you have to make sure you have the whole thing. You can't just put corals in a brand new tank.
Yep.
And it is very good to test and make sure. Keep on top of your salinity and your temperature. And if you just stick with soft corals, if you stick with that, it'll go a long way. And if you test other things as you get better and more confident with yourself as corals grow, then you'll further your experiences as you go on.
Yep.
And I'm not saying do like Gorgonians. Don't start with Gorgonians. Start with a leather. Start with a cabbage or a Kenya or Xenia, green star polyps. Give it an island so that if you do want to remove it later, you can, and it's not taking over your tank. But especially Xenia. Xenia is a great nutrient control to start out with.
Yes. Lefty was playing that season shit. Yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea. How about no live rock? Then you cut out some problems. So you need live rock because saltwater needs a lot of biodiversity in order to balance out and thrive.
All the tanks that I see that start with dry rock look like crap for years. For at
Yeah.
least a year or two, they're battling algae, they're battling this and that. And a lot worse algae than what I've dealt with. Like their whole tanks are blanketed with green hair algae because they have this bright white stark rock.
Yep.
I took rock with algae into my brand new tank, and within a month, there's no algae. Where did it all go? If it was a brand new tank, you would think that all this extra algae that I purposefully brought in would go everywhere, but it didn't.
I want a reef tank, but I just want photosynthetic gorgs with the seahorses because they will use them. Maybe a mandarin, that's it. Then we'll see if I kill stuff and go from there.
And that's a
Aw,
perfectly
Zenny.
obtainable
Yes.
tank,
Yes.
like on a budget, not super difficult.
Not overpopulated.
The seahorses might overpopulate, but
Yeah. Is there any way, or is there a way to ensure none of those bad critters are being harbored in the rock? There is, and it's the method my saltwater guru kind of told me. So you put your live rock in like a brute trash can or a Rubbermaid tub, um, fill it with water, um, and you actually mix the salinity a little bit higher. You want to go to 1.0 like 3.2, so it's a little higher salinity than what inverts can survive in. And you ghost feed it, and you let it just sit in there for like a month, maybe even 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's with a lot of wild live rock that's
Hmm.
potentially going to bring stuff in. But
Right.
if you're getting rock out of somebody's tank that looks good, they're growing awesome corals, and they're like that guy you can go to for help. And it might be hard to find that guy, but if you can go onto your Facebook, go to your fish store, and just start asking questions when you see people next to you looking at corals, like, hey, what's up? What's your name? What corals do you keep? This and that. And then like get to know them. Be like, hey, do you have a piece of live rock that I could possibly get? And the answer most of the time is going to be yes, because almost every reefer keeps live rock in their sump
Mm-hmm.
or a piece of live rock in their filter. Like, and a lot of experienced reefers are really willing to help
Yep.
new people, you know,
Yep. They're not
get you
trying to
going.
gatekeep.
Yeah, and they'll even give you free corals. They'll get you going. They'll give you good information.
What equipment works, what's overpriced, how to DIY stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, like my guy, he gave me a free protein skimmer. He gave me that tank and sump for $100. Like that's a deal.
From what I hear, you have to actually try to raise the babies, or they don't make it very long in the water column on their own. So while they may breed, that is not my interest, says Zen. Yep. Live rock to reefers is like crack to Tin Pan Alley.
Dude, and it's expensive.
Yes.
Like the actual live rock from
Hmm.
Australia or Fiji, and I think Florida. I don't even think you can get live rock from Fiji anymore.
Nope. You can't get Fiji.
I think it's just Australian and Florida.
Yep. That's where I got mine from, was from Florida.
See,
GulfLiveRock.com.
I've heard stories of people getting that uh stony coral disease from Florida live rock.
Oh,
So I've
really?
been really hesitant about getting Florida live rock because they've got that bad disease going on. But
Aqua Garden Zen
that's
says I
like
have done
a
live dry
2 or
rock.
3 case by thing, and
Yeah.
but one of them was actually they did a aquabiomics test and they found out that that disease was in their tank, and that's what killed all
Mm.
their stony coral.
We're the keepers of the live rock. LOL. Florida strong.
Y'all can keep your live rock.
Right.
Y'all can keep it.
Florida has a lot of bad diseases. Oh my goodness. Can't go wrong with dry. You can add things. Yep, you can.
And I'm not saying that you have to start the whole tank with live rock. You just need a piece to get
Yeah.
going.
Mm-hmm.
You can do dry rock the rest of the way, but I do recommend if you're gonna start a tank, before you put the live rock in, cook it in a bucket for like a month or
Yep.
however long as you can. For if you can cook that rock for a year in a bucket, just add some bacteria like Fritz in there or some live rock from somebody else's tank and just feed it every now
Yep.
and again.
That's how I started my dry rock. Before I even had all my equipment together. Yeah, I had it in my brute trash can and was just ghost feeding it. See you later, James B. We're not far behind. We're about 5 minutes until the end. I live in the Gulf, but I can't imagine putting anything from the oceans anywhere near here. In one of my tanks. Aw. What's your opinion on dry rich with Microbacter 7? I don't have an opinion on that.
Me either. I've never used bottle bacteria. I just stick to the live stuff. Whatever comes in from the coral and from other people's tanks and fish store, usually what I go with.
Oh, Microbacter is Brightwell's.
They're
Brightwell's bacteria.
okay, so it's like the Brit stuff.
Yeah, so we usually use Dr. Tim's One and Only for our maintenances and stuff. And so far we haven't had a problem with it. We see tanks being cycled in like 3 to 4 weeks. We don't keep Fritz Turbo Start in stock because it has a very short shelf life. It expires pretty quickly, and we just don't sell enough of it. But yeah. Oh, dry rock with Microbacter 7. Gotcha. I've heard of good things, like people have started fish in cycle with Microbacter 7. 7 have been successful as long as you take it slow.
Yep.
Don't like fully stock your tank and then expect that bottle bacteria to, and make an instant tank. That's not how it works. So there's no such thing as faux live rock, I suppose. Nope.
Nope. It's all real dead coral. But the stuff that like you might get from your buddy might just be dry rock that eventually turned to live rock over time.
Right.
And that does happen. Like your dry live rock or your dry rock will turn into live rock over the years.
Yep.
It will just have that good and bad in it.
Vibes made it right at the end. Okay, start over. Oh, okay. What an oxymoron. Fake live rock. You're good.
What up, vibes?
The Gulf Coast is where oil spills go to live, isn't it? Seems like it. Sketty Nona also coming in at the end. Mark accurate. They're calling the Gulf the toilet, or what was it? Oh, I'm in Texas though. It's like the toilet bowl of the ocean. Oh my goodness. I've been to the Gulf once, and yeah, it was murky, and I could not get in the water past my hips because I had a panic attack because I couldn't see what I was potentially walking on.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I've been on the Oregon coast, and that's about it.
We're at Dauphin Island, Alabama. And
Yeah, if y'all ever come to Oregon, the Oregon coast is cool. We have great cold water tide pools with anemones and different shrimps, and
I want to go to the tide pools.
I gotta take a video the next time I
Yes.
go. I'm getting a Jeep soon, and I gotta
Oh,
get the rear
nice.
end fixed on it, and then after that, I'll be able to do road trips. Shit. But yeah, I'm excited. Lots of stuff been changed going on because just working my butt off.
Down by Mexico, like South Padre Island and Corpus Christi is blue and pretty, but anything further north, not so much. What's your opinion on this? Do you need RO water for saltwater aquariums?
Well, I don't know if you guys knew, but I used my 30 TDS tap water on my reefs for 2 years. And then I caved in and I got an RODI feature because I started to see problems with some of my corals, and I didn't want to spend the money on an ICP test to tell me that something was bad in my tap water. So I just assumed it was my tap water, got an RODI, and my corals look better.
Yep.
So
It's about having that control of what's in your water.
yeah.
Yep. I know some people, like my coworker is on well water. She doesn't need RODI water because her well water is like perfect. But here where I live, I would not use tap water. Um, just because lately the ammonia's been crazy out of control. My uncle who lives on the other side of the highway, his ammonia is like off the charts on the API test. But here at my house it's fine. So something's going on to where I wouldn't trust it.
They're upping the chloramines. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Ammonia and chlorine is chloramines, and that just
Right.
and that's even more difficult to break down in RODI. You need like 20 inches of catalytic carbon to break down what was it? What did I just say? Chloramine.
Yeah, chloramines, yep. But what if you have 330 TDS limestone rock water?
I would invest in an RODI
Yes.
unit.
Yes.
Especially if you're going bigger than say like 10, 20 gallons.
Mhm.
It'll really save the headache of buying buckets of water from the fish store or just
Yep.
screwing it, put some prime in there like I did.
Yep. But okay, it is time. Thank you, Ian, for coming up and hanging out with me.
You are
I ran out of
welcome.
I ran out of stuff to talk about real quick. I also didn't prep anything. Maybe next week I'll actually prep some. But yeah, I'll try to come up with some ideas for games. Or some kind of like little segments that we can do. Or that I can do. Um but yeah, thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. Lurkers and replay watchers. Keep doing what you're doing. Everybody say thank you for the stream. Aw, you're amazing. Thank you. Keep it salty. There you go. But yeah, thank you everybody. I hope you all have a good night. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.